Welcome to Trainer to Trainer. This is your trainer Sherwood Grant.
And this is Lionel Pate.
We're coming back at you today. We're still working on progression. You know, we did the planks, we did some squats. We're going to talk about the lunge today. I feel that's a really dynamic exercise. There's a lot of variations that can be utilized in performing the lunge. But I think there are some basic principles that I just want to point out, you know, to help you all to perform and get the most out of these lunges. First of all, foundation. Right? It's always, you know, we always want to make sure we have a strong foundation when we practice the lunge. I know a lot of people sometimes don't do lunges because they have knee issues,
right,
or they may feel that they have a strain that takes place when they actually perform that large step. First and foremost, if you have any problems with being able to perform a lunge, definitely try to take care of it by performing some sort of trigger point therapy, release, some sort of foam rolling, something to free up the quad. The quad is generally what's the tightest. You know, that knee is connected to the muscle in the quad area, and even also in the IT band area. You have a lot of muscles actually throughout the whole leg. You know, that whole component, there's a lot of muscles that attach to that knee. So you want to make sure that you are using some sort of module to release, you know, that quad to free it up so it won't pull at the knee.
Sure.
Then also we have the hip. You know, the hip is then therefore connected to the leg area, and if the hip is binded up too, you find a little weakness. You know, you ever notice someone try to do a lunge and they kind of collapse at the hip when trying to come up?
Sure.
Yeah, so all these things need to be opened up and released to be able to perform this lunge correctly.
I agree.
So let's talk about the foundation. Like I say, I can get you, Lionel, just to kind of face the camera. And we want to make sure we always in the athletic stance, which is the ankles right under the shoulders. And as we lunge out for all practical purposes, you're going to hear differences in the way you lunge. You know, some people like inline step lunge, you know, as if you were on a beam or something like that.
Right.
But for all practical purposes, I like to have it shoulder width distance. You know, a large step, shoulder width distance. Because if you were falling and you fail and you wouldn't catch yourself, you're going to pretty much come down like this, shoulder width. You're not going to really catch yourself like this. So I want to really continue to build upon the functionality, why you would use a lunge. If you were falling down, you have a foundation, right and left. So let's step out, large step, that shoulder right. Good, and come on back. Good. I like what you were just doing too. Try it one more time. You right away engage and you try to have that little tilt right here. Now step forward when you step out of that lunge.
Step forward.
Yeah. So you're going to lunge and then just step forward. And now step forward. Step all the way up.
Oh, step all the way up.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
There you go. Good. Walk on back. So I like moving lunges for anyone to be practicing. I like people to move for the lunge. So, but try that one more time. I want everyone to get a good look at what I'm looking at. Good. Yep. Forward and up. Right. So good alignment, shoulder width distance, and making sure that the heel strikes the ground first. Now, we have made mention if you have an issue with getting out of the lunge or standing out of the lunge, I suggest using an RX pad or a mat, you know, and let's get into a lunge position with our knees on that pad. Good. So right here, right away, if you have some tightness, you should be able to feel any tightness that's taking place, whether it be in your quad area or whether it be in the quad at least of the leg that's the foot is flat on the floor, or whether it be in the quad where the knee is on the pad.
Right.
You probably feel a little bit of tightness there. And if you want to put your arms up and kind of just lean forward, head up a little bit more, line up, there you go. Lean those arms forward. You can feel a little stretch right there in the quad, right up in there, and come on back. So you can start to work on getting stretches with that. But once you are able to really place the weight flat on that heel, let me just see you come up off your knee just a little bit. So lean forward, and just come off the knee just a little bit and come back down. Good. Come off the knee a little bit and come back down. Good. That can be a great exercise. Let's try your other leg. All right. See if you have the same amount of strength in both legs. You know, because you can work from the floor up. And let's get that shoulder width. Yep, shoulder width. Yep. Lean forward. Good. Did you have a difference between one side and the other when you noticed?
Not really.
Okay, good.
Not really.
Good.
Felt symmetry. Felt
Good. Get that chin up just a little bit. Good. Reach. Come on back. Now let's see you try to get that knee on up. Good. I like you. This is progression. This is progression right here. Keep your hands up to work on the core a little bit more.
And I feel it.
You feel
I
that?
definitely feel it.
Yeah, definitely. If you put your hands down, it's a bit less working on the core. But we definitely want to start to make sure we focus on being upright. Coming up and coming back down. Yes.
Good.
And the better you get at it, come all the way up. Good. Come on back down. Right. You can always step out of it and
Okay.
come right back down. Control it. And this is a good way for a lot of beginners to be able to practice how
practice
to get
on
that
how to do a right lunge.
Right.
I like that.
Got anything you want to add to this lunge?
Lunge is great. It's a great routine. It's a great exercise. Help individuals with their balance. It's a neuromuscular type workout to help increase and make that more efficient. And then also, I think just the core. The core,
Yeah.
it touches on the core big time.
Yes.
So
So definitely, a lot of people like to collapse when they perform the lunge.
Right.
So the whole objective, with this tutorial, us sharing the information, is to make sure that you have a nice, solid planting lunge, and that you work on any inhibitions that are in that quad, that's in the IT band, that's in your hip. But focusing on keeping that body nice and upright and nice and tall, and before you start weighing down the lunge, I would really like for people to really focus on using their body weight, because you can do some explosive things. Speaking of that, we have a few minutes or a couple of seconds, because let's do a couple of dynamic lunge exercises. Because like I said, we did the squats, we did the lunge. And adding both of them together, let's say we do like 5 squats and 5 lunges.
5 squats and 5 lunges.
So, yep, good. Powering up. Good. Good. And alternate those lunges, 5 of them. Good. Good. Making sure you're pushing back from the heel. Don't tilt too far forward. Chest up. Good. Right. One more of that leg. Good. And I like for the travel, but that's good. That right there, that's enough for a lot of people for basics. You can put weight into those exercises, and you can actually just do a lunge and actually weigh it down too. So try to focus on getting that full body lunge together before we start to add any type of weight to it.
Make sense?
All right. Thanks for tuning in to Trainer to Trainer. I'm your trainer, Sherwood Grant.
And I'm your trainer, Orlando Page.